Yes, we are live now. Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Shri Bhagavan
Urdhamulam Adashakam
Udvamulam Adasha
Ashwatham Prahu Avyayam
Ashwatham Pratavyayam
Chandamsi Yasya Parnani
Chandamsi Yasya Parnani
Yastam Veda Saveda Ved.
Yastam
Yasam Veda Veda Ved.
The blessed Lord said, there is a banyan tree which has its roots upward and it branches down, and the leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is a knower of the Vedas. Yes, who will read? Yes, Prerna Mataji, you are coming after a long time.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, she wants
Purport
that.
by Srila Prabhupada. After the discussion of the importance of Bhakti Yoga, one may question, what about the Vedas? It is explained in this chapter that the purpose of Vedic study is to understand Krishna. Therefore, one who is in Krishna consciousness, who is engaged in devotional service, already knows the Vedas. The
Yeah, wait. We'll go shloka after shloka, okay? No, sorry, para after para. Otherwise, it becomes a long discussion. Because you
okay.
just read now, I don't have to repeat now. This one is clear? Because you heard Gita say this, what are the Vedas? Here it says the Veda. Okay, na? Vedic hymns, Chandamsi. Okay? So it says, one who is in Krishna conscious already knows the Vedas. Okay? Purpose of Vedic study is to understand Krishna, which is the shloka 15:15. Vedesha sarve aham eva vedyaha. That famous statement will come. Through all the Vedas, Krishna has to be known. Yes. Any questions on this? Manoj or Preeti? Okay? So
No.
Prabhupada has taken that. Therefore, the shloka everybody should remember. Prabhupada says, what about the Vedas? It is explained in this chapter. It will come. The purpose of Vedic study is to understand Krishna. Vedesha sarve aham eva vedya. Vedanta krit veda videvacha. Continue.
The entanglement of this material world is compared here to a banyan tree. For one who is engaged in fruitive activities, there is no end to the banyan tree. He wanders from one branch to another, to another, to another. The tree of this material world has no end, and for one who is attached to this tree, there is no possibility of liberation.
Yeah, so there is no possibility of liberation. And we took that picture, wandering from one branch to another. Okay, and if you're attracted through this tree, you will not cut this tree. So many people do not want to detach from this word because they like this word so much. They don't want to get out. Okay, and they are lost in the different kind of varieties of sense gratification. They're planning like this and like this and like this. Yes, continue. Any questions, Preeti, Manoj? Any questions on this part?
No, Prabhuji.
Hello. Yeah, start.
The Vedic hymns, meant for elevating oneself, are called the leaves of this tree. The tree's roots grow upward because they begin from where Brahma is located, the topmost planet of this universe. If one can understand this indestructible tree of illusion, then one can get out of it.
Okay. So the Vedic hymns are called the leaves.
Prabhuji, one question.
The roots are upward because it starts from Brahma. So therefore, it is not evolution; it is devolution. We are coming down from more complicated to simpler. Okay. If one can
Prabhuji,
understand the indestructible tree of illusion, then he can get out of it. Indestructible tree of illusion. Yeah, Manoj, what was the question?
why it is written indestructible tree of illusion, Prabhuji?
But generally,
Okay.
like we are called Nitya Pattas because eternally we are conditioned. But generally we are eternally conditioned. It's not that. So generally people are lost in the indestructible. You can't cut down this tree. You just keep running. So with the sword of knowledge, we have to cut this. Yes, Preeti, you have any comments?
Prabhu, that was actually my question too. But maybe the illusion cannot be destroyed unless and until
not so easy. Not so easy. Yeah, not because you met Prabhupada, you are able to understand. Otherwise, actually, we are holding on to Prabhupada words. I don't think we have realized the metal word is not enjoyable. We're still feeling it is so wonderful, so attractive. Because Prabhupada is saying so, we are holding on to Prabhupada words and continuously going on in Krishna consciousness. And the time will come, the metal word will become distasteful. Just like Prabhupada says, no, that example, that Yamunacharya's example, he says that I spit at the thought. So that has not come to us. We don't spit. But on the order of Acharya, we are not interested in it. But we can't say that you're transcendent. Yes. Okay. Prenamata, you want to add something to this point or any one of these two paras?
No, Prabhu.
Yes. Chalo, continue.
This process of extrication should be understood. In the previous chapters, it has been explained that there are many processes by which to get out of the material entanglement, and up to the 13th chapter, we have seen that devotional service to the Supreme Lord is the best way. Now, the basic principle of devotional service is detachment from material activities and attachment to the transcendental service of the Lord. The process of breaking attachment to the material world is discussed in the beginning of this chapter.
Yeah, so you understood the very purpose explaining the tree, how we are illusionally attached and how we should cut down this tree. It will come in the beginning of this chapter. Cut down this tree. Explain how we are trapped. Karmani nirdhati kintu bhakti jaja. From insect to Indra, everybody is attached. Yeah. Yes, Manoj, Preeti, anything to say? Anybody wants
No,
to say
Prabhu.
anything? Clear? Chalo,
Detachment
continue.
from material activities. I mean, it's a little difficult, Prabhu. Like I just gave my exams and I can't stop thinking about the day my results are going to be announced. So although I know that I have to only do my duty and not worry about, the fruits of the activity, I just can't stop thinking of that result day.
And so when you get a good result, you can't think of jumping. When you get a bad result, you can't stop yourself from crying, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am going to be disappointed if
So now,
if
the
it's not a
point is
good
what?
result.
If you are introspective, you are able to understand where we are situated. So in introspection, you can understand, yes, I am still fruitive. Because it is said pure devotion service, it has to be free from the two mentalities. What is the definition of pure devotion service?
Anyabhilashita shunyam jnana
Jnana,
karma navritam.
then
Anukulena krishnanusharanam
Krishna
bhakti
Nushilanam. I don't create
krishnanushilanam
shlokas.
bhakti.
There's some people, they don't remember and they put a word there, they know it must be right. Yeah, Krishna Shilana Bhakti Uttama. The
Bhakti
topmost devotion service is Anya Vilasha. We have no other desire. And then to reach Krishna's lotus feet, cut this tree and reach Krishna. And you should be free from two tendencies, karma and jnana and karma. So what happens, Prerna Mataji, at this situation in life, it is very nice when Krishna creates a difficult situation and he from the heart inspires us to see. But still jnana karma. Jnana karma means any knowledge which is, satisfaction in having any knowledge that doesn't have anything to do with Krishna's glories. I become a big chartered accountant. So that satisfaction should now. Then we will not be able to pray to Krishna because we are feeling we achieved something. Without Krishna, I didn't achieve anything. In Vrindavan, they had everything. Krishna is not there, they died practically. And then karma, any activity which is not for devotional service, we should be detached from it. So we have to do some. It's not that devotee is not having knowledge, devotee is not having activities. He is doing, but it's for only for Krishna. So when we get affected, we are able to see. Just like Prabhupada says, Arjuna, when he saw his son dying in the battlefield, definitely he was disturbed. And that's natural. At the same time, because Prabhupada creates an animated conversation. Arjuna tells Krishna, it's very nice to tell We are not body or spirit, soul. But I say, even a son dying, my grandfather dying, I feel pain. Professor Krishna replies, Matra Spashastu Kaunteya. You have to tolerate. We witness our conditioned stages, and therefore we become, when we are chanting, we have to chant very, very attentively, because the realization that I am completely protected by Krishna is the realization. Because I feel insecure, I try to hold on to some things. You know. But when I feel Krishna is completely protecting me, and whatever I'm doing, I'm doing dutifully, because I do have to do something to maintain myself, definitely. But I also know material or spiritual, everything is under Krishna's control. So only in spiritual advancement we can see like that. So I think it's a time for, and unless you reflect inside, introspect, we cannot advance. You're doing activities, but you're not doing in Krishna consciousness. And that's not very great. Many times people say, I did a service. That's very nice. But consciously did service. That's more important. Just like we don't allow people to cook in the kitchen if they're not devotees. So that means consciousness is important in serving Krishna. True? So not only we do service, we do chant, but do we chant with proper consciousness in the Lord? And I have to hear, associate with Him. I have to take His protection. I have to take His shelter. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no, what does it say? Krishna, 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 Krishna. Who knows this?
We know. You know.
Ah,
Krishna,
ah,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
yes.
Krishna, 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 hey.
Then?
Krishna, 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 Pahi Mam.
Yes.
Krishna, 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 Raksha Mam.
Yes.
Ram Raghav, Ram Raghav, Ram Raghav, Raksha Mam.
Yeah.
Krishna Keshav, Krishna Keshav, Krishna Keshav, Pahi Mam.
Yes. What does it mean? My Lord Krishna, my Lord Rama, please maintain me, please protect me.
Maintain me, protect me.
This realization has to develop. See, I'm not saying because I have. It's just I happen to be elder among all of you, so I have business of a teacher. I told you the teacher, job of a teacher. So just explaining these things. Preeti, you want to add something?
Prabhu,
She
I
has
was
asked a
thinking one.
question. She has taken a humble role of a conditioned soul, and she's saying, I'm affected by this. So now you as a, she's giving an opportunity for you to teach. Now, how do you teach somebody? Suppose somebody says that, I get affected. I'm intention, whether I get good result, I get bad result. Yes. What do you like?
Yes. I'll start from the positive, Prabhu, that when we go do book distribution, or yesterday when we put up a table, put up the arrangements, we were also anticipating how many are going to come today, how many books are going to go. That is also thinking about result only. That okay, I did the activity, I should not think of the result, but then the result thought was coming. Then how many are going to go? Any person comes and looks at the table, is this person going to buy the book or not going to buy the book? So I think it is a part, it is our intricate, it is an intrinsic property of the mind to think when we do some activity whether I'm going to get something out of it or whether I'm not going to get something out of it. But I think when we come to Krishna consciousness, we put Krishna also in it. That okay, if I get, then also Krishna's mercy. If I don't get, then also Krishna's mercy. But my duty is I have to get to another service, jump from one service to another. Like be practical. That what can you do? Think of this is how I think. But think of the situation. Okay, it is going to be wonderful. Then what? Then it's a gift from Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. And if it is not going to be wonderful, then what? Then Krishna will maintain me anyway. Let me just carry on. So we don't get attached. People get succumbed and they get depressed, they get overwhelmed, anxious, all
Hello.
these mental health
Yeah, tell me.
issues. I don't know, Prabhu. Maybe I'm wrong. This is how I live.
Sorry, Preeti, some call was there. Yeah. So I understood your point that it is there even in devotion service. But as we advance in devotion service, gradually we understand what I'm doing as a duty to do. And Krishna will teach, go book distribution. Krishna will teach you one day. No books sell whole day. You are totally cry to Krishna. As whole dynamics. For him, not only the books are the whom you're selling book is important. Krishna is looking at you also, and that is more important for him because you are his devotee. So Krishna is wonderful dynamics because sitting in the Paramatma in the heart, it trains us very nicely when doing devotion. Many people have wonderful examples of book distribution. They sell 100 books, they think they become great book distributor. Next year they go, nobody looking at the face on. And then they come back thinking I've become a doer. So Krishna plays around very nicely. He is very active to train us up. Every situation Krishna is bringing for a karmi in a field of experiential learning, correct? And he is learning so many things in his field of karmi. Why not for a devotee? And Krishna can fulfill so many desires of a karmi to slowly make him frustrated from self-gratification. And imagine for a devotee who wants to reach his lotus well. Krishna has millions of things to teach him. He's being very, very active, extremely active. Okay. Okay, over. Oh, something I was doing. I've taken all so I silenced Yes, so let us proceed. Yeah, Prem Mataji, is it fine? Something you like to add?
Yes, Prabhu.
You like to give answer?
I like what Priti Mataji said at the end that if the results are not good, Krishna will maintain us anyway, so carry on. That's really nice.
She feeling great relief now.
So,
Chalo, continue.
Yeah. The root of this material existence grows upward. The world is compared here to a banyan tree. For one who is engaged in fruitive activities, there is no end to the banyan tree. Okay, am I reading this? Okay. It means that it begins from the total material substance, from the topmost planet of the universe. From there, the whole universe is expanded with so many branches representing the various planetary systems. The fruits represent the results of the living entity's activities, namely religion, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation.
Okay, chalo, now let us understand. The whole universe is expanded from the top, therefore the Brahma is sitting there. Okay, results of activity, the fruits were there, red color, religion, economic development, and sense gratification and liberation. Is it fine?
Why is religion
Mara?
also included in it, Prabhu?
Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. All the four are varieties of sense gratification.
Okay.
Here it is. See, one fruit. Economic development, another fruit. Kama, another fruit. There's also one fruit here. Where is the fruit for moksha? Where is the moksha gone? This one? Oh, I know. Can you see this tree? Dharma is one fruit.
Prabhu near
This
Lord
is.
Ganesha.
Ah, now where is the moksha? This one?
Prabhu near Lord Ganesha. The Devata with the chamara in the hand.
Yeah. Oh, there is a liberation. There are fruits there. Yes, yes. For liberation, as I put at the top. Okay, we can understand. Oh, the fruits are there. Oh, we searched out the fruits. Our whole tree is so complicated. We cannot locate things. Dharma, and then Artha. This is another fruit, Kama, and here is Moksha. Okay? The fruit is there because these are all in Krishna consciousness. We regard them all the some kind of sense gratification. Real dharma is different. Real dharma is paro dharma. Preeti, there is one very interesting. I saw a reference there. Prabhupada says, I just want to read more. Comes in the purport. Prabhupada says there are four kinds of dharmas. No, six kinds of dharmas. One is called dharma bhasa. One is called upadharma. One is called chala dharma. It comes in a proper purport. Dharma, bhasa, upadharma, chala dharma, kaitava dharma, and then vidharma, just like, and paradharma, others dharma. So basically, whenever people are talking their duties and responsibilities, they're talking these six kind of, which are not real dharma. Real dharma is not paro dharma. Savai pumsa, paro dharma. So we can just categorize very nicely which is where. Just try to search. It will be powerful preaching to give six kind of dharmas. And real dharma is paro dharma, not para dharma, not chala dharma, not upadharma. Isn't it very nice?
Yes, very.
Look,
Yes,
it looks scholarly. Try to locate. I found it recently. I found it. I'll try to also locate. Then I wanted to research which one is which. So if it looks nice, if everybody talks about duties, responsibilities, that's the dharma, their activities. But mostly people are into upadharma or chala dharma, or upadharma means some be nice, be good. That's upadharma. That's nice, but it is not real religious principle. So the dharma which is being referred as a fruit, it is not paro dharma. Does it make sense, Prerna Mataji? It is other six varieties. It is some kind of sense gratification. Just like we wear big dress, saffron dress, put big talak and all that, and we go to people, they say Prabhuji, Prabhuji. That is sense gratification. It is not Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness comes when you want to serve Krishna. So generally all the people follow dharma, which is heavily, there is the undercurrent of sense gratification. It is not. So that dharma, Prabhupada in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this Chatur Purushartha of the society, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, all the four are sense gratification. Therefore, all the four have been listed as fruits. Yes? It's fine, Manoj? You go back
Prabhuji,
to
just
Shloka.
just getting confused between moksha and Krishna consciousness.
No, moksha means the general moksha. I'm not
Okay.
body, I'm spirit, soul. Sayuja Mukti. Okay?
Okay.
Not going to Krishna's lotus feet. We are not talking about that.
Okay.
That way, dharma also, we are not talking about paro dharma. We are talking about dharma, bhasa, almost looks like a dharma. Upadharma, sub-religious principle. Vidharma, simple activity in the name of dharma. It's like karma, vikarma. So like that. We are not talking about para dharma, doing others dharma. I'm not qualified, but I'm trying to do activities of us, some great soul. That's paradharma. Why do other activities? You cannot do. Be honest. Be honest to your level of realization and execute what you can. You try to imitate Prabhupada, you'll fall on your nose. Prabhupada used to sleep 2 hours. Okay, do it. How many days? I'll let me see how you do. You also had night outs? Prerna Mataji? Exam time?
Prabhu?
You also had night outs?
No, Prabhu, I don't study in the night.
Okay. Suppose 10 days you sleep for 2 hours. What is going to happen then? Will you go mad or not?
I'll collapse.
Yeah, not only collapse, because we are conditioned soul, we cannot take up soul. Because we are ordinary jivas, we should take sober activity. Prabhupada used to again and again say sober activity is required. It's like Prabhupada used to say, you should sleep so much so when you get up, you should feel fresh. That's the basic principle. You should eat as much as you can digest. So similarly, there is something which spoils the spiritual life called prayasa, overindulgence. We should do what we can easily do. We should not try to imitate activity of Hanuman of lifting, jumping over an ocean. You cannot do that. Prabhupada said, ant to do ant work, elephant will elephant. Ant should not try to imitate an elephant. It's not impossible. So we do what we can do, even in spiritual activities. It's not that I am saying we take it. Prabhupada said we should take Krishna consciousness very, very seriously. We should not take it lightly. At the same time, we should not try to imitate the Goswamis or try to imitate Lord Chaitanya. We'll also go on the road lifting our hand, Hare Krishna, and really you can go to a clinic like that. The next day they will give you a pink slip. We cannot imitate that. We do what we can. Yes. Okay. If anybody wants to add something.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhupada also says, I have heard in one of the I have heard in one of the lectures in prayers of Queen Kunti. Prabhupada says that the ultimate aim of Vedic knowledge is three. Says one is Abhidheya, Sambandha, and Prayojana.
Yeah.
Um, so he explains it that Abhidheya, that we have to recognize Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead and I am the eternal servant of Krishna. Sambandha, I have to establish that relationship, and Prayojana, I have to work on that. And then he gives example that suppose a girl marries, then he gives example that in he said, I have an example from my own life that in previously in India the children used to be married at young age. um, so he says that when so what happens when they marry, then what happens? When they were children, they were still staying with their parents, but then when they were little older, the girl was engaged in serving the husband. Go give him food, give him wash his clothes or something. So first is Abhidaya, and then Sambandha, and then Prayojana, working on that, developing the relationship. Then he also gives example that if somebody marries somebody, then what happens? They don't go home. Okay, we are married now. We are going to our houses. They live as in the relationship, and then they develop in that relationship. Prabhu, how do we connect that to dharma, artha, kama, and moksha? He says Vedic literature has three aims: Abhidheya,
Okay.
Sambandha,
You
and
understand?
Prayojana.
Prerna Mataji, do you know this Sambandha Abhidheya Prayojana?
No, Prabhu, I haven't heard of it.
Okay, I'll just explain to you. It's a nice principle which you can very nicely use for preaching. Basically, it shows how systematic the Vedas are. Even the Vedanta Sutras are divided into three parts: Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. Just like first thing, you form a relationship. Like say, we'll go to engineering, our school, F equal to ma, force equal to mass into acceleration. That's the relationship between three things: force, mass, acceleration. You understand the relationship. It looks reasonable because on force is more, acceleration is more. Okay? Sambandha. The next thing is Abhidheya. You say, how do I realize it? You say, come to the lab, there is an experiment. So you do the experiment, you say, that's very fine. It is proved. If it is not equal to 8 MA, 4 MA, it could have been anything. It is MA, it's proved. The next thing is Prayojana. You apply that result and you create machines. You make cars, you make helicopters, you make so many things. Okay? Similarly, Krishna also, Sambandha. We come to know from Bhagavad Gita, I am a servant of Krishna. Abhideya, that's the yoga. You chant Hare Krishna mantra. And Prayojana, you realize it. Okay? And then you do devotion service in the spiritual. So she's just come because Dharma word has come. She has now split the Dharma word as Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana. That's the three parts of it. So whenever you talk, people say, please explain to me scientifically. So even in your science, you have theory, experimentation, and then application. So we Vedas, we already have it, Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana. That's good for teaching and students. Okay? You're feeling that she has gone off the topic? Chalo. Okay, continue. Let us finish at least one for today. Yeah.
Now there is no ready experience in this world of a tree situated with its branches down and its root upwards. But there is such a thing. That tree can be found beside a reservoir of water. We can see that the trees on the bank reflect upon the water with their branches down and the roots up. In other words, the tree of this material world is only a reflection of the real tree of the spiritual world. This reflection of the spiritual world is situated on desire, just as the tree's reflection is situated on water. Desire is the cause of things being situated in this reflected material light. One who wants to get out of this material existence must know this tree thoroughly through analytical study. Then he can cut off his relationship with it.
Okay. Actually, this is all come in the next shloka. So Prabhupada finishes up the whole first few shlokas in this first purport only. Okay. So he says desire is a cause. That's fine. That's how we are there in the world. We have come because of material desire. The world is created. Somebody asked Prabhupada, why did Krishna create this world? And then Prabhupada ignored. So why did Krishna create this world? And again Prabhupada ignored. Then he shouted, why did he create this world? And Prabhupada looked at him. Krishna did not create, you created. You forced him to create this world. So Krishna did not want us to come to this world. He forced him to send him here. So it is our illegitimate desire which Krishna has satisfied. Yeah, so we have to understand the tree so that we can understand how we are entangled. So just like a doctor, he understands the situation so that we know how we can come out. We are infected with so many bacteria, viruses. If you know what it is, it helps you to disentangle. So we can understand because of our desire for enjoyment we are here. Krishna bhuliya bhogavancha kare jhapatiya maya tare. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Krishna bhuliya, we forgot Krishna, and bhogavancha, that is the desire to enjoy independence of Krishna we had. Therefore, jhapatiya maya, Maya captures us, and this huge tree is created. Basically, this tree is nothing but a big network of sense gratification which is created. But it is symbolized very nicely. Actually, if this is the symbolism, there is a tree like this, but how nicely Krishna symbolizes it, just imagine. How nicely everything is fitting. Symbolism means it's so big. This is there, fruits are there, Brahma is there as a root, so many details are there. Yes, any questions, clarifications, Preeti?
Prabhu, when Prabhupada is saying we should understand these three thoroughly through analytical study, does he mean Sankhya Yoga? Like
as much as being explained, now we are not going to go to Sankhya, Kapila, of atheistic Sankhya, because Prabhupada is going to explain this. They have another kind of explanation. They take Brahma to be the origin, and they take they say Prakriti Purusha comes from Brahma. Prabhupada explained that. Not their kind of analysis, but definitely Krishna conscious analysis. Correct? Thoroughly, it is said if you avoid philosophy, you will never become a strong devotee. What's the difference between, see, in all India, we see every Hindu is going to temple, but they don't understand anything. What is God? What is He? No understanding of Sambandha, no understanding of Avideya, no understanding of Prayojana. So they remain neophytes. But if they pick up Bhagavad Gita and read, then they will advance so quickly. They will understand everything. Why this we're going to temple, why we're chanting Hare Krishna, everything they will understand. And it goes so nicely. Yes, Manoj, you want to add something?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you.
When Prabhuji, when you mentioned about temples, one thing I don't like there is all the gods are treated at equal with Krishna in positions and their idols. So I don't like
that.
that.
Only Prerna Mataji, in your Bangalore also it is like that?
Where Prabhu, other temples you mean to say?
No, many temples are like supermarket. No, all the gods are there.
Yeah, and there are temples where you will see Krishna in the corner actually. There are such temples also here.
So, it's like a supermarket. You find whatever you want, put some dakshina and get out. Give me dakshina. Your God is here. They say Shraddha ka dhanda. They are having business with a. One biggest joke, Preeti, I told. I'll tell Prerna Mata, she not heard. One man here, if you know him, is a Vinay Hegde. He's the owner of this college. I was just sitting with him. He's a good friend, chit chatting. He was telling, see, we travel. We were talking. I said, I'll take you to Mayapur. He agreed to come to Mayapur. So that time he was telling me, see, so far we are going to see your temple. You're talking to me so many days. Okay, I'll come with you. We have planned a trip to Mayapur. So he was telling me, see, so much faith we have, isn't it? We're going all the way there. Okay? There are so many temples in India. You say people travel for 2 to 3 days to just reach there. I was just thinking this, that people have so much faith. Those are traveling 2-3 days just to have darshan in a temple. He said the day the priest should have the same level of faith, of dharma will become up. He said the priest in the temple don't have the faith that the pilgrims are having sometimes. They're just there counting money, how much dakshina they got, and this, that. The same way, you put 8-9 deities in a temple, and many times they make this temple somehow, and people come in, they'll show him that deity and collect dakshina. Bhaksa the Prabhupada said it is like taking the shaligram and breaking coconut with it. He was very, very upset. He said, don't do that. Prerna Mataji, there is a video we have asked Preeti Mataji also to Manoj. There is a video called Ray of Vishnu.
Ray of Krishna.
Ray of Vishnu. Okay. It's a 1 hour 15-minute roughly video. You can locate on YouTube when you get time. You see. Otherwise, you just WhatsApp to me. I'll give you the link. Okay. Same
I'm
way
not
there is
there
one
on
more.
WhatsApp.
Oh, you're not there on WhatsApp. Okay.
No, Prabhu.
Okay, no problem. I'll SMS to you. Chalo, continue.
Okay. This tree, being the reflection of the real tree, is an exact replica. Everything is there in the spiritual world. The impersonalists take Brahma to be the root of this material tree, and from the root, according to Sankhya philosophy, come Prakriti, Purusha, then the three gunas, then the five gross elements, Pancha Mahabhuta, and then the 10 senses, the Shendriya, mind, etc. In this way, they divide up the whole material world. If Brahma is the center of all manifestations, then this world is a manifestation of the center by 180 degrees, and the other 180 degrees constitute the spiritual world. The material world is the perfected reflection, so the spiritual world must have the same
Rightedness.
but in reality.
Yeah. So this is clear. 180 degrees. So Preeti was asking Sankhya. So I said not the Sankhya of the atheist, the Sankhya of the devotee. That we can do. The atheists, you see, their Sankhya they do, the Kapila Sankhya. They say Brahma is the origin, root of the tree, and then they create Prakriti and Purusha out of it, three gunas, that five gross element, and then the 10 senses, like this, like this, like this. Prabhupada anyway says what to say. Then he continues, said, okay, Brahma, you take the center. That's true, he was in the center there. Then what happens? Then what happens? Let me go back to the tree. You see, 180 degrees of the tree, you see, is this correct? This is 180 degree. Circle is 360 degrees, correct? You all know that? Manoj knows,
Yes,
he's an
yes,
engineer.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Doctors, I don't know what to know. The total 360 degrees, Preeti. So 180 degrees is becomes a material world, and 180 degrees is the spiritual world.
Spiritual.
Correct?
Mm.
That's what he's trying to say.
Prabhu, but that's not what is written in Srimad Bhagavatam.
What?
There's 1/4 is material creation and 3/4 is spiritual
No,
creation.
that's okay. That's okay. That is not. It's not talking about the size now. No, it's just
Oh,
that
not the
180
size.
degrees size. Other direction you're seeing the spiritual world. Didn't say how big the spiritual is. That didn't say.
Okay, yes, Prabhu.
It's a symbolism, but I will not allow you to play with the symbolism also. Still a
Okay, yes, Prabhu.
Symbolism and similarity, no, there is a difference between. Similarity means everything is exact. Correct? It's a symbolism. ठीक है 180 degree, yeah, spiritual world, but in reality the spiritual world also variety is there. Today we are attracted to the variety in the material world, and because we are conditioned, we are fallen souls. But when you become spiritually advanced, you become attracted to the spiritual variety. We hear about the Krishna Leela, Krishna's pastime, and the decoration of the spiritual world, everything is there. Just like in the movie, how much decoration they do. Basically, the idea is to bring the material variety in its full glamour. That's why the glamour board. They try to create a glamour of the material variety. At the same time, the spiritual world, the variety exists, but in reality. Here, the variety is meaningless. It is just packet of stool and urine in the material world. But the spiritual world, it is not a packet of stool and urine. It is eternally a form, Sachidananda form. So it is a reality, and here we have a cheap imitation. Okay, here it's not reality. Truth and reality. Yeah. Fine, Manoj. Priti Mataji, fine. Prerna Mataji, continue.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, fine.
The Prakriti is the external energy of the Supreme Lord, and the Purusha is the Supreme Lord himself, and that is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Since this manifestation is material, it is temporary. A reflection is temporary, for it is sometimes seen and sometimes not seen. But the origin from whence the reflection is reflected is eternal. The material reflection of the real tree has to be cut off. When it is said that a person knows the Vedas, it is assumed that he knows how to cut off attachment to this material world. If one knows that process, he actually knows the Vedas. One who is attracted by the ritualistic formulas of the Vedas is attracted by the beautiful green leaves of the tree. He does not exactly know the purpose of the Vedas. The purpose of the Vedas, as disclosed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself, is to cut down this reflected tree and attain the tree of the spiritual world.
Okay, so there are so many varieties, complexity in this world, but it's all a reflection of the spiritual world. So Vedic hymns look very attractive. It's like a beautiful green leaves, and they give you so many enjoyment. But in this world, just like moving from one branch to another branch, which looks more attractive. It's like moving from C class prison to A class prison in this world. Okay, this is also understood. Reflection is temporary with a powerful symbolism, no? Because in the night you cannot see the reflection. Reflection is temporary, but the tree looks more permanent. Similarly, the spiritual world is permanent, and the material world sometimes exists, sometimes doesn't. Amazing symbolism, amazing symbolism. Yes, Preeti, anything to say?
Prabhu, I was just feeling the last line is prayojana, right? Prabhu, is to cut down this reflected tree and attain the real tree of spiritual world.
Yeah, see, prayojana means always a result. Sambandha means a relationship. Abhideya means how to realize the relationship. And prayojana means how to, finally, what do you do when you realize it? Cut down. The moment you realize this tree, cut down. You can cut down this tree. Okay. Oh, we have 8 minutes remaining. What do we do? Prerna Mataji, what do we do?
Anything, Prabhu.
Because other day they're ready till 12 o'clock because for them it's the morning.
Okay.
Prabhuji, it's a small but I think we can cover.
Yeah,
Cover.
Prabhu, yes, Prabhu, we can do one more.
You are all ready. They will keep me awake till 11:30 also. Therefore,
No.
our said, they say, no, Atavat Manate Jagat. Whatever we are feeling, whole world is feeling. Feel hungry, we ask everybody, are you hungry? Because I'm feeling hungry.
Okay, Prabhuji, let's
No,
discuss
Prabhu said,
as the previous
No,
one.
I'll read the translation. We read the purport, but I think the purport will have a lot of points. We'll discuss next time. The branches of this tree extend downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. The twigs are the objects of the senses. The tree also has the roots going down, and these are bound to the fruitive actions of human society. Yeah, who will read? Preeti, you want to read?
Prabhu Lavanya wants to read. Can she read?
Yeah, chalo. Lavanya, you don't know Prerna Mataji.
I know,
Prerna
Prabhu.
Mataji, just like your mother is there, Preeti also one more person is there.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, I'm aware.
And Preeti's mother is also there.
Yeah. Kiran Mataji.
Yes. Chalo, start.
Purport. The description of the banyan tree is further explained here. Its branches are spread in all directions. In the lower parts, there are variegated manifestations of living entities such as human beings, animals, horses, cows, dogs, cats, etc. These are situated on the lower parts of the branches, whereas on the upper parts are higher forms of living entities, the demigods, Gandharvas, and many other higher species of life. As a tree is nourished by water, so this tree is nourished by the three modes of material nature. Sometimes we find that a tract of land is barren for want of sufficient water, and sometimes a tract is very green. Similarly, where the modes of material nature are proportionately greater in quantity, the different species of life are manifested in that proportion. The twigs of the tree are considered to be the sense objects. By development of the three different modes of nature, we develop different senses, and by the senses, we enjoy different varieties of sense objects. The source of the senses, the ears, the nose, eyes, etc., is considered to be the upper twigs tuned to the enjoyment of different sense objects. The leaves or sound, form, touch, the sense objects. The roots, which are subsidiary, are the byproducts of different varieties of suffering and sense enjoyment. Thus, we develop attachment and aversion. The tendencies toward pity and impity are considered to be the secondary roots spreading in all directions. The real root is from Brahmaloka, and the other roots are in the human planetary systems. After one enjoys the results of virtuous activities in the upper planetary systems, he comes down to this earth and renews his karma or fruitive activities for promotion. This planet of human beings is considered the field of activities.
He just renews his karma.
Look at the tree and get it again. Yeah, now tell me what you read in the shloka. Where are the
Yes,
three
you're
modes
telling.
nourishing this tree?
You get the three modes, the sense objects, the senses, and according to the attachment to a particular mode, the species is. You start from according to.
Prabhu was asking where is the three modes, right?
Oh,
There is one more which somebody has done, but I think it's the same thing. Yeah, what were the things in this shloka?
Different
Look at the.
species, animals, human beings.
Yes, we can see animals, human beings. Then he says some roots are going down. Where is the root going down?
these are the roots going down. One is on the turtle.
Where are the twigs? What is it? The twigs are the sense objects.
Twigs of the tree are considered to be the sense
Sense
objects.
objects.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, twigs are sense objects. This is. Come on, Mom.
Oh, the roots are growing downwards,
Secondary
like
roots.
pious acts
Pious
and
and
impious
impious. Where are
acts.
the secondary roots? See, can you see that?
Yes, Prabhu.
Where?
Impious acts, can you
Oh,
see?
Pious acts.
Ah, you
Pious
didn't
acts.
see this. And impious acts are here. Correct? The roots going down. Chalo, we located
Yes.
something more. The real root is from Brahmaloka, that we already got it. Okay? Fine. Chalo. That's from Brahmaloka. Yes. Then, after enjoying the results of activity in upper planet, he comes down to the earth and renews his karma of fruitive activities of promotion. Anybody coming down from there? We can't see. Maybe this fellow is jumping from one branch. I thought he is jumping from one branch to another. Or he's coming down. A Devata coming down. Okay. So, planet or human beings is considered the field of activities. A lot of activity are happening. Okay, horses, cows, dogs, and cats. Horses is here, Cows, dogs. Where is the cat? So lower parts of the branches. The lower, yeah, these are present lower parts of the branches. Upper branches are higher living entities. Yes. Trees nourished by water. So this tree is nourished by three modes of material nature. We not made three modes. Three modes we didn't find here. Yes.
Prabhu,
Sense gratification.
Prabhu, but we can understand the three modes according to the
Desire.
type of species which is more prominent. So, for example, on the lowermost, if the animals are more prominent, it is mode of
Yeah, the
ignorance.
lizard, the snakes, and what is this?
Turtle, it looks like a turtle.
Yeah, the sleeping snake,
Yeah,
sleeping
Prabhu.
motion.
Tortoise.
What is this?
There is a dog also, I think.
Where is the dog? We are searching for a
I
dog.
can see the dog next to the tortoise. It is between the tortoise and the lizard.
Oh yes, here is
Only
the
the
dog.
face of the dog.
Correct. Dog is there. Cat we didn't see.
Cat.
What is this?
That looks like an insect.
Insect. Yeah.
Yes. Everything we figured. We figured out everything. Now we know the whole tree. Every inch we know of this tree. Yes.
Yeah.
So now what you have to do? Cut this tree. Once you understood the tree, cut this tree. See,
In the
imagine so
middle,
much
Prabhu,
explanation. Then you say, forget this tree, cut this tree. Forget means you know how you are entangled and come out of this entanglement. It's not easy. Just like Prerna Mataji had a realization, even though we are knowing Krishna consciousness, but we do feel affected by the modes. So like that, we understand the reality, how these things are affecting us, and once we know how we are bound, we try to come out. Yes, done. Anything remaining of the tree?
Yes, so Prabhu, lowermost is animal, so mode of ignorance. In the middle
Yes.
is the mode of passion.
Yes. Yeah, this is mode of passion.
And topmost
A little higher, you see the prayer is started here.
goodness.
Correct? The prayer started above religiosity, little prayer. And these are the Devalokas. This area is the Devalokas. Correct? And the Brahma is sitting at the top. Yes. Surya, Brahma, other devatas. चलो समझ आ गया ट्री?
Looks like yes, Prabhu.
See, the next shloka says, and we cut off. Next time we will read shloka. Everybody will come prepared.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Yes.
Okay, no one can. The real, just read the translation. Who will read? Manoj, read the translation next.
Translation. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. So, 1 minute, Prabhuji, there is that
So
header.
one must seek that place from which, having once gone, one never returns. And there,
And there, they surrender to that supreme personality of Godhead, from whom everything has begun, and in whom everything is abiding since time immemorial.
yes. Now what I will do, I will share this picture. This picture is very nice.
Yes,
You have to
Prabhu.
Yes.
I'll share this picture. I just located it on the. It's easy to locate on the net if you type. But anyway, having done it, I'll share with all of you, and I'll share two videos which I liked very much last week. Then Prerna Mataji, we are waiting. When are you coming to Bangalore?
Prabhu, next Saturday.
Oh, that's very near. So good.
Yeah, next Saturday. So next Saturday again. Next Sunday, Saturday evening also will come for the aarti. Sunday evening also will come for the aarti.
Yes, yes. Okay, that's very nice. My parents are not here. They are coming after 1 month. So the place is there. What happened to your flat in Mangalore?
It's coming up, Prabhu. I think it should be done by September. Yeah.
Take it.
October is the
You can use
possession, is
this
what
place
we've been
now.
told.
You have seen the place, no? You can use that place till that. And
Which
you're
one?
also lucky you're coming. There was till now there was no water in Bangalore. So much so that it was a disaster. So many hotels closed, so many this closed. But as the monsoon has started, now things have become.
Okay.
Preeti, so many hospitals, restaurants, everything closed in Bangalore. No water.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
terrible water shortage. First time in maybe 10 years.
They need
Why?
to,
You are
you
also
know,
having water shortage in Boston?
no, no, Prabhu.
Okay. You have water shortage, Prerna Mataji, in Bangalore?
No, Prabhu, thankfully not.
Very lucky people. Every day I'm buying one tanker here. Not every alternate day. Now luckily the rain has started. Okay.
Thank you,
Chalo,
Prabhu.
something
It
we
was very
understood the
nice.
tree, we'll try to cut down the tree. Okay? Cut down the tree means we understand it's an illusion, but we are not ready to reject it. That's our problem. We know it is not good for me, but we can't give it up. Just like sometimes we get a dream and we wake up from the dream, we want to sleep again because the dream is very sweet. We want to go back to the dream. That's our misfortune. We want to dream to continue.
But Prabhu, I have felt one thing, that if we are engaged 24 hours in some service, like I used to have
See
some
what
service
happens.
in the temple.
No, no, what happens? Preeti, try to understand. In the Shloka Prabhupada said there are two parts of Krishna consciousness. One part is detachment, one part is attachment. The devotee has to put some time into even detachment. In a Raganuga Bhakti, when spontaneous attachment to Krishna develops, automatically there is no question of talking about how we are entangled. But we are sadhaka's level. It is true what you're telling. When we are very busily engaged, we can be. But we are not in the platform always absorbed. So this background of danger of sense gratification is there. So we should know the whole material world it was created just because. You understood the point, no? Prabhupada says two things should go on in Krishna consciousness. One side we should chant Hare Krishna and do devotional service, and other side we should keep away from sense objects. Correct? Prabhupada many times repeats this. Keep away from sense objects. So there is a part of our spiritual life where we keep ignoring sense gratification, which is there, which keeps coming in our mind. And because we are in the sadhaka stage, we should not take for granted, jump over it. So I should be aware and also cultivate the knowledge. No, Prabhupada says no. To cultivate knowledge, the Janma Mritu Jara Vyadi is very dangerous. I remember you gave us a long class on old age. What are the problems of old age?
Yes, Prabhu. This morning also
Yeah.
it was here. Yes.
Who gave it? Oh, the Prabhupada gave us some class on old age problems.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So, we cultivate that knowledge. It helps us to reach Krishna's lotus feet. We should see how this world is dangerous. But it's true. But when you're transcendent, then there is no need. But for us, body, soul, mind, sense objects, twigs of the tree, dharma, the kama, moksha, the devatas, the animals, how we are there, how we are stuck up, it is good to understand that also. So that we can gradually extricate this. Okay, Shri Prabhupada ki.
Jai.
Jai.
Prabhu, I want to tell one incident from Prabhupada. I heard from one of his disciples. It will take 2 minutes. Can I tell?
Yes, yes, 2 minutes, yes.
So, Prabhu, it's from 1960s, early days of ISKCON in New York. It's Prabhupada's disciple telling this, that in 1960s the temple was very nicely running. There were 60 to 80 devotees in the temple. They had no congregation. Whosoever was the temple was in the temple. Either they were grihasthas or brahmacharis, but they were or sannyasis in the temple, no congregation. So one day, a girl came in the outside girl came to the temple in the morning, and she was not dressed as a devotee would dress. So she was an American, so she was dressed in mini skirt, and that's how he said. I'm using his words, and makeup on and trying to look like an attractive lady. So she came, and then she liked the environment, so she came the next day. So she came the whole week, and one day the devotees told her that, you cannot dress like this and come to the temple. The Lord will not like it. So please dress up appropriately. So she came the next day, no change. He said no change. She came, and then she was told again, and then the devotees were getting pretty intense with her, that you cannot go on coming like this. You have to dress up or in alternative clothes. So she kind of got hurt and she stopped coming. And then Prabhupada was going to come. So she heard, okay, their spiritual master is coming. So she felt inspired and came again. So the disciple who was telling us this, he said that so we all were sitting and Prabhupada was going to give class on his Vyasasana, and then she walked in exactly the same way, with her mini skirt and makeup and everything, and she was trying to find her space to sit. And Prabhupada saw her, and Prabhupada told her, my dear lady, you look very beautiful today. Please come and sit here. So she got very touched. Like Prabhupada touched her heart, that he's trying to not see so much that what she's dressed as, but really seeing her as the soul. And then she gradually changed. When we asked, they asked her, why did you change? She said, because I wanted to please the devotees. So the ult was that preaching is not something which is only discussing the philosophy. Preaching is developing a personal relationship also with somebody. That's what he said, that Prabhupada taught us through this example, that you cannot reject a person and give what you have to give. You have to accept what they are and go from there. I mean, I'm not trying to preach you, Prabhu, but I like
No,
that.
I understand the point. They were not giving due credit to her that she's coming all the way to temple. She's coming.
Yes,
She's
Prabhu.
coming, walking into the Lord's place, and they're not giving due credit and just getting too much, worked up about the dress, which is anyway part of America. It's not strange in America. It's part of it.
Prabhupada
Okay.
said, my dear lady,
So,
you look very
so look
beautiful.
good, good. Preeti gave a thought for the day.
No,
Okay.
no, Prabhu. Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Manoj
The
Prabhu. Hare
Prabhupada,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Jai,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Manoj,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Just Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji, let us know when you're landing. Okay?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu, sure, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.